On April 28, 2003, at 5:01 p.m., an anonymous call came into the Savar police station in Jaswantpura, Ajmer district, Rajasthan. The caller, in a panicked tone, reported that a severed head was found on the dry bed of the Banas River. Before the head constable could ask for the caller's name, the line went dead. A police team rushed to the scene and confirmed the horrific discovery near pillar number 11 on the dry riverbed. A severed head, badly burned to conceal its identity. When villagers gathered, fear gripped the crowd, their eyes reflecting sheer terror. Shah Surendra Singh and his team arrived promptly, noting the head, a jute sack, and a blood-stained plastic bag. The burning question was, where was the rest of the body? Before we dive deeper into this chilling tale, let me set the scene. This story is so vivid and immersive that you might want to close your eyes and let your mind conjure the visuals. So, buckle up and stay tuned for a story that will grip you to the core. The discovery of the severed head sent shockwaves through Jaswantpura, a quiet town nestled in Rajasthan's arid landscape. The Banas River, typically a lifeline for the region, had dried up completely, exposing its cracked barren bed. Near pillar number 11, the police found not only the burned head but also a jute sack and a plastic bag, both smeared with thick, congealed blood. The head was charred beyond recognition, a deliberate attempt to erase the victim's identity. The villagers, drawn by the commotion, stood frozen, their faces pale with dread. Some whispered about curses, while others speculated about a gruesome crime that had invaded their peaceful community. Surendra Singh, a seasoned officer known for his sharp instincts, took charge immediately. His team combed the area for clues, their boots crunching against the dry riverbed. About 2 kilometers away, they stumbled upon a chilling array of evidence. A blood-soaked full-sleeve shirt, a pillowcase, a plastic table cover, and 2 plastic sheets, all stained with the unmistakable marks of violence. The scene painted a grim picture, but the absence of the body's torso left a gaping hole in the investigation. Where was the rest of the victim, and who was behind this barbaric act? As the police expanded their search, a breakthrough came via a radio message to Surendra Singh. Bajrang Nai, a local farmer, reported a suspicious bundle floating in his well, emitting a putrid odor that had alarmed the entire village. With the help of villagers, the police rigged a rope with an iron hook and carefully hoisted the bundle out. What emerged was a sight that would haunt them forever: a naked torso, wrapped tightly in 2 knotted bed sheets, its flesh marred by burns and deep cuts. The body's intestines spilled out, and the stench was so overpowering that several onlookers retched, turning away in horror. The villagers' murmurs grew louder. Some fainted, others prayed, as the reality of the crime sank in. The post-mortem was conducted under the dim lights of a local hospital. The forensic team confirmed the severed head and torso belonged to the same individual. However, with no identifying features, due to the burns and mutilation, the victim's identity remained a mystery. No missing person reports had been filed in nearby police stations, leaving the investigators at a dead end. Out of respect for the unknown victim, the police performed the last rites, cremating the remains with traditional rituals. The evidence, blood-stained shirt, jute sack, plastic bag, pillowcase, and plastic sheets, was meticulously cataloged and stored in the evidence room, awaiting a breakthrough. 4 days later, on May 3, 2003, Surendra Singh decided to leverage the media to generate leads. He called local newspapers and shared details of the case, emphasizing a peculiar clue. The burned head had a steel wire embedded under the left eye, likely from a past facial surgery. Additionally, a red thread, resembling a sacred wristband, was tied around the victim's right wrist. This detail was critical, a potential key to unlocking the victim's identity. Readers, keep this steel wire in mind. It plays a monumental role in unraveling this case. Let's pause for a moment. The story is about to take a darker turn, one that might leave you uneasy, with goosebumps crawling up your spine. Take 5 seconds to predict what happens next. Now, let's shift our focus 120 kilometers away to Kishangarh, home to Asia's largest marble market. This bustling trade hub was where Bhavani Shankar Sharma, a prominent marble trader, lived with his wife Nidhi Sharma and their 2 young children. Bhavani was a successful businessman, known for his charm and work ethic. Recent photos showed the couple beaming with joy, celebrating the birth of their second child. But beneath this facade of happiness lay a fractured marriage. Nidhi resented Bhavani's deep attachment to his parents, Durga Prasad and Pavri Devi, who lived separately. Frequent visits to his parents sparked heated arguments, with Nidhi accusing Bhavani of prioritizing them over her and their children. These clashes created a constant undercurrent of tension, casting a shadow over their love. Despite their disputes, Bhavani and Nidhi shared moments of genuine affection, bound by their children and shared history. Yet, Bhavani's demeanor had changed in recent months. His eyes, once bright, now carried a persistent sadness, as if he were merely enduring life rather than living it. On April 25, 2003, Bhavani visited his parents in a neighboring town. After returning home, he called his father to confirm his safe arrival. That call, brief and routine, was the last time his parents heard from him. Days passed without contact, an anomaly for Bhavani, who was diligent about staying in touch. His parents grew anxious. Durga Prasad learned from associates that Bhavani hadn't been seen at his go-down, and Nidhi had taken over operations. When Durga Prasad called Nidhi, her response was cold. "If you're so worried, come to the go-down yourself, but don't show up at my house. I'm not here to serve you." Her dismissive tone stung, but it wasn't unexpected. She had long been vocal about her disdain for Bhavani's family. Desperate, Durga Prasad enlisted relatives and friends to search for his son, but their efforts yielded nothing. Nidhi, meanwhile, maintained a cryptic silence, claiming to be searching for Bhavani on her own terms, refusing help from her in-laws. On May 4, 2003, Durga Prasad's morning routine was shattered. As he sipped his tea and unfolded the local newspaper, the headline stopped him cold. Savar police recover burned, severed head with steel wire under left eye and red thread on right wrist. His heart raced. Years earlier, Bhavani had survived a severe accident that fractured his cheekbone. At Delhi's Sir Ganga Ram Hospital, Dr. Shiv Shankar Shah performed a complex surgery, securing the bones with a steel wire under Bhavani's left eye. The newspaper's description matched perfectly. The teacup slipped from Durga Prasad's trembling hands, crashing to the floor. Clutching his chest, he slumped into his chair, overcome with dread. Durga Prasad rallied his family, his 3 sons, son-in-law, and Nidhi, and headed to Savar police station. He presented the newspaper article and recounted Bhavani's surgical history, emphasizing the steel wire. The police revealed a grim truth. The body had decomposed beyond recognition and was cremated with proper rites. However, the evidence, blood-stained shirt, jute sack, plastic bag, pillowcase, plastic sheets, and the steel wire, remained. When shown the items, Nidhi, who had been eerily calm, broke down. Tears streamed down her face as she identified the shirt and bag as Bhavani's, items he had worn and carried the day he vanished. The family was shattered, but Durga Prasad clung to the steel wire as proof, insisting it linked the body to his son. Checho Surendra Singh contacted Dr. Shah, who confirmed he was the only surgeon in India performing such procedures with that specific wire. He had operated on just 3 patients in Rajasthan, and after police contacted the others, they were alive. The conclusion was inescapable. The mutilated body was Bhavani Shankar Sharma's. The investigation now focused on the killer. Suspicion fell on Nidhi, given the couple's turbulent marriage. However, her petite frame made it hard to believe she could overpower Bhavani, a tall, robust man. Interrogations revealed that Nidhi's brother had frequently confronted Bhavani, accusing him of mistreating her. The police detained the brother, employing psychological tactics to extract information. He insisted he knew nothing, but when interrogated in Nidhi's presence, the pressure mounted. As her brother faced intense questioning, Nidhi's composure cracked. Over a glass of water, Nidhi confessed to Esho Surendra Singh, her voice steady but chilling. "I killed my husband, Bhavani Shankar." She revealed a web of motives, suspicions of Bhavani's infidelity, fueled by his frequent trips to Delhi and Mumbai, and fears he would transfer his wealth to his parents. With Ashok Vaishnav, Bhavani's driver and friend, she orchestrated the murder. Nidhi promised Ashok forgiveness of his car loan and a cash reward. On April the 26th, 2003, between 7 o'clock and 7:30 p.m., Nidhi laced Bhavani's juice with sleeping pills. Once he was unconscious, Ashok arrived with an axe and struck Bhavani 10-15 times. As Bhavani stirred, groaning in pain, Ashok delivered 5-6 more blows to his neck, fracturing the bones. Nidhi, with chilling precision, used a knife to sever the head, collecting the gushing blood in a plastic jerry can, 3 to 4 liters of it. They attempted to burn the body in the basement, but it wouldn't catch fire. On the terrace, Nidhi placed Bhavani's head on a gas burner, charring it until it was unrecognizable, like a roasted vegetable. They loaded the head, torso, clothes, and blood-filled can into their car and drove toward the Banas River. Around 2 a.m., a police patrol's siren startled them. Panicking, they dumped the torso in a well, scattered the head and clothes at intervals, and buried the jerry can in Hatundi. Nidhi later guided police to the axe, discarded under a babul tree. A search of Bhavani's home uncovered his diary, a poignant record of his suffering. Entries from 2002 detailed Nidhi's demands for divorce, threats to frame him with false cases, and suspicions of poisoning. One entry read, "I fear she's putting something in my food. My tongue feels heavy." Tear stains marked the final pages, revealing Bhavani's anguish as he endured for his children. The diary became a cornerstone of evidence. Nidhi and Ashok were convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. Bhavani's children were entrusted to their grandparents, and his marble business flourished. In 2024, Nidhi was released after serving her sentence. Now, a free citizen, she is locked in a bitter property dispute with her children, fighting for the wealth she killed Bhavani to secure. The steel wire under his eye, a relic of a past accident, became the unyielding thread that exposed her crime, ensuring justice for a man whose love for his family cost him his life. If you found this story compelling, please subscribe and share it with others who love true crime. Keep your loved ones close, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.